Hey guys, it's been a while, but I thought I'd do a what sold. This is mostly from September. Mostly from September. What sold on eBay video. It's been a while since I've done one, and you guys seem to like them, so I'm going to do it. Um, Chose to record this one instead of do it live, just because I get a little distracted when I'm on a live show when I'm trying to do these. But without further ado, by the way, like, share, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Make sure you hit that bell notification because you never know when I'm going to do one of these videos. So let's go switch screens here. Where should I put myself? Right there. Of course, as soon as I start a video, somebody messages me. Let me take care of that real quick and turn the sound off. All right, so this is a yearbook. This is from Fairview, Pennsylvania, the town that's next to the town that I grew up in. This came from an auction. It was a whole. This is actually the music teachers. You can see his name down there at the bottom. It's hard to see, but anyway, it was the music teachers yearbook. He was a music teacher and a drama teacher for a very long time. He passed away, and they had a estate auction, and so I was able to go to this estate auction. Nobody wanted these yearbooks. They weren't even going to auction them, and I said, "What about that box of books?" There was probably 25 of them. He was a teacher for many years. 25 of them in there, and they said, "Yeah, we'll auction that." And the daughter didn't want to keep them, and so I was the only one to bid. I bid $1 on about 25 of these, got it back, and one book, $24.95 for one. So I have $1 into it, or I have $1 divided by 24 into this one, or 25. So not bad. Yearbooks take a while to sell, but they do sell, and I usually get $25 to $35 for them. And that was, I don't take a lot of pictures. I usually get a picture of the sporting pages because people like that stuff. Front cover, at least one picture of the inside, back cover. That's about it for yearbooks. That is just a list of things that I sold. You'll see some of that here coming up. A Nintendo 3DS Launch Edition Cosmo Black with box charger manual and Mario Kart 7. I have a total of $21 into this. It actually came with the box. It was like new. Um, you may have seen this in a yard sale haul video did a while ago. I have $1 into the game and $20 into the 3DS, and we sold that one for $89.95. It sold really quick after listing. So $20 into $89.95. I'll do that all day long. So this one came from Nashville, and if you were in Nashville and you went to the Give Me a Five store, you'll recognize this. Um, at that store, everything the first day is $5. Then it goes down to like $2, and on the last day it's like 25 cents or something like that. But this was a $5 day. It was the only time I went into the store. I bought this one and a couple other cameras there for $5 a piece. This one sold for $17.99. I actually got really good feedback on this one. So $5 into $17.99. Not a big, huge profit, but something. Here's another Nintendo 3DS. This one was, I don't remember what I paid for this one. This game came out of that same lot with the other game. I paid $1 for the game, and I usually don't pay more than $20 for the 3DSs. So I'm going to guess $21 into this one as well. The charger was $1, so maybe $22 into this one. The charger was in with the lot with the games and stuff like that, the actual cartridges. So probably $22 into this one. I've had this one for quite some time, and I finally decided to list it. And it sold really quick. Got really good feedback on this one as well. This is one of the cool ones. I paid 25 cents for this shirt at a yard sale. It was in fantastic condition. I don't think it had ever been worn. Look at the graphics on that thing. This is from 1988. 25 cents. Sold it for 20 bucks. It was made by Anvil, and that's an older Anvil tag. I couldn't get it to focus very good, but it sold fairly quickly, within a week. Another camera out of the Give Me a Five stores in Nashville. You can see the packaging is rough. They get it's like a pallet store. They get Amazon returns and overstock items and things like that, and it's almost like going to the Goodwill bins. They throw them all in the bins, and people just dive in there, and there can be some really good stuff in there. By the time I got there, most of the good stuff was pretty much gone, but this was there. I got 2 or 3 of this one. This one sold for $19.99. This was a very good buy. Believe it or not, I paid $6.99 for this one. It was factory sealed. I got it at the Salvation Army of all places, and it was on half-off day with tons of people in there, and nobody saw it. It was wide out in the open. It was on a shelf with board games. Paid $6.99, took a best offer of $109 plus shipping, and it sold very quickly. So it was, like I said, very minor issues to the box, if any. It was in very nice condition. You can see if it has those black tape, that black marks on the tape there. Yeah, let me see if I can get that. It is factory sealed, and both sides of the box had that. Here's the other side. So it was factory sealed, and it went really quickly. It's, I believe, a retired set. So we keep talking about discontinued merchandise. Well, here's some. These are EAS. They don't make EAS anymore. I've made a lot of money on EAS stuff. This is probably the most at one time. We had 2 of these. You can see 0 available, 2 sold. And yes, we got $275 for these. We paid 65 cents a pack. So you can see there's 62 packs in there. Let's see. 62 times 0.65 equals $40. So we were into these for $80. We sold 2 of them for $275 a piece. 275 times 2. One went to California. It cost $30 to ship, so we'll minus 30 out of that. We'll minus 85 for the product cost. We'll just assume, oops. Anyway, so you get the gist. These were 65 cents a pack. We sold them for $275. They are a muscle building thing. They were still in date when we sold them. They were $9.19, which was September of last month, and they sold super quick. The first box sold, I think, the first day or 2, and the second box sold right after that. So pretty quick sale, and one cost about $20 or $30 to ship because it went to California. The other one cost about $8 to ship. They weighed quite a bit, but great sale. Discontinued. I love it. I love everything discontinued. Grateful Deadopoly. I paid $2 or I think $3 for this game at a yard sale. The picture was horrible. Sometimes I just cannot get the lighting correct, and this was one of, you can see same time frame, taken seconds apart, but one looks crappy and one looks great. But we did get 60. I think I took a best offer for $50 on this one. It took a while to sell, probably because of the horrible pictures, and I only got 2 for some reason. I usually take more pictures than that, but it did sell. Here you go. If you don't know about loudmouth shorts, they're the same shorts that were made popular by golfer John Daly. That was the brand of shorts he wore, or brand of pants, and anything loudmouth sells really well. I have about $3, I think $2.99 from Goodwill into these, maybe $3.99. And I also charged shipping on these, and they went for the full asking price of $29.99. This particular version of loudmouth, and there's their logo right there if you can see it, LM. This particular version of loudmouth was called Big Balls, and you can see why. It has big balls all over it. But they're easy to recognize. They're the loudest shorts in the store. You'll find them. This is only the second pair of loudmouth shorts or pants that I've ever found, but I don't look for clothing a lot, but I knew this one would sell. Okay, another discontinued product. We probably have about $5 into the 2. We bought 2 sets of these. One sold a while back. One of these burst open on the way there, so I did give her half her money back. And now we tape all lids down and we polybag everything just to make sure that it doesn't happen again. So if you get something from us, the lid will be taped down if it has a lid on it like this. So anyway, $49.95 discontinued. We got this at these were probably on one of the videos from a discontinued store. but that's where we got these. So we have less than $5 into them. These, I believe, are also discontinued. These were bought from an overstock type store. Probably $1.50 a can. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. $4 or $5 into them. Sold them for $15.49. They're really small cans, so they shipped first class. Not bad. Not bad. We sold 2 sets of those so far. This was a cool find. I think I paid $5 for this at a yard sale. I'm pretty sure. It took quite a while to sell. The picture actually came out really nice. There's a little tiny bit of damage on the box. So even if I could have sent this into Amazon, I probably wouldn't have. I can now. I am now ungated in Barbie. So I could have sent it in. I'm also ungated in Lego. But because this came from a yard sale, it may be something that I wouldn't send in anyway. But this is a collector's item. It's from, let's see, is there a date on 2002? And it took a while to sell, but it did sell for $27.99. $5 purchase. Oh, I love beater lack blankets. And this one sold for $54.95. I've sold this one actually a couple of times. Not this particular blanket, but this style of blanket with the big cat on it. They're reversible blankets. Anything with a kitten or a puppy on it tends to sell well. They do not sell in the summertime. This is what you're looking for. Beater lack. That picture's horrible, but it's there. $54.95 plus shipping. I pay under $5 or less for these. San Marcos is another good brand, and there's a couple other good brands, but I look out for the beater lacks with horses and cats and dogs, and they tend to sell really well. They take some time, but they do sell. This was a really cool find. I did not get $149. I took a best offer of $100 plus shipping. I bought this for $5 at a yard sale on a whim because I had no idea what it was. It turns out it's a Victronics Swiss Army watch. It's a chronograph watch. Very beautiful watch. The batteries were dead. It takes 2 batteries. I looked up how to fix these things. You have to have a special tool to take the backs off. That tool is available at Harbor Freight, and it looks like this. So that's the tool to take the backs off. And I replaced the batteries in it. The guy sent me an offer for $100, and I accepted it. So I haven't heard any feedback on it, but it was a really nice watch, and it did work after I changed the batteries out. I'm getting a text. I turned the sound off so that it wouldn't come through. Oops, you can see the buyer's name. I don't prefer that. These, I believe, are discontinued. We got these for 49 cents a piece, and I think we sold them all. They sold really quick. It says 3 sold, last one, so there might be one more available. Just dental floss, 49 cents a piece, sold them for $12.95. So we got 1, 2, 3 of them, so $1.50 there. Not bad at all. Okay, so this cost me $1.79, I want to say. I actually have a quantity of 3 of these, and for some reason it's not showing here, so I'm going to have to make sure that I make sure that there's still one listed because I have 2 more left. These were from our pallet store or our salvage store. And they were $1.79, and I'm gated on Amazon on this particular book. You can see that it's brand new. But this book does really well on Amazon and on eBay, so I sold this one on eBay. It probably because of it's considered maybe a textbook, I don't know, but I am gated on that one. This is an old PC game. I don't remember the date on it. Let's see if we can see. It's 2011, so it's not super old, but it's Choplifter HD, and we got this in a lot of. I paid $10 for a gigantic box of games. I sold a lot of them out of there, and this one was in it, so I probably have less than a dime into this game. Sold it for $10, free shipping. So here's another good find. I did not get $188 out of this. I got $130. I took a best offer of $130. I have gotten good review on this already. I listed it as open box, however, it was never used. I did take it out of the box and plug it in to make sure that it turned on and functioned, but we packed it back up, sold it as open box. There was no ink in the box. I did note that in the description. Does not include ink. We paid $24 for this at a thrift store. And if you've seen our videos about us dumpster diving, it was that particular thrift store, although we did go in the thrift store and bought this one. So Pixma MX922, it does a lot. It has a lot of functions that people are looking for, even though it's an older printer. And this one sold for $130 plus shipping. It did go not too far, so it did cost about the $22.96 to ship. And got good feedback already, so that's good. This is a Radio Shack Pro 2044 80 channel scanner, UHF, blah, blah, blah. This is a analog scanner. This is not a digital scanner. So it won't work in all areas, but people who know these things know that. So hopefully that works. But you can see it works. Cleaned it up a little bit, but not particularly great. Just fairly well. I think I have $2 into this guy from a yard sale. And we did charge shipping on top. Boy, I sound like somebody else, don't I? I didn't mean to say that. I apologize. This is from a free box. I've sold 2 of these now, I believe. No, 1. I have 1 left. Free box. Sirius XM car charger. That's all it is. Just a basic Sirius XM car charger. Have 1 left. Came out of a free box. It's all free. Free money. We've sold 6 sets of 2 of these. These are also a discontinued item. I don't recall which store we got these at. Probably the one that was on the video a month or so ago. Probably have $1.50 into each box, so $3 into it turns into $15. We've sold a ton of these, and we only have a couple sets left. Well, when I say a ton, 6, but we have only 2 sets left. They sell pretty regularly. Okay, this is Avon, and I never look up Avon stuff because, well, Avon doesn't sell. Well, this one does. My wife found this one at a yard sale. I'm going to say we have $5 into it. You can even see where the yard sale sticker used to be, right there. I believe we've already gotten good feedback on this one. So $5 into 30, pretty decent profit there. It's only 1.7 ounce, so it's shipped first class. Of course, it was a little more with the box, but Avon Passion. If you find it, it sells. Okay, this one came out of a box full of cords and controllers and stuff I got at the Route 7 yard sales in Ohio here. Every year they have the Route 7 yard sales, and this was no exception. And so it's I forget how many miles long it is, but it goes from I-90 to I-80. And so everything on Route 7 in between those two, you can have a yard sale. And I had stopped at this yard sale last year too and bought some electronics. The guy just sells stuff dirt cheap. It's all thrown into boxes. It's not pretty, but I got this controller out of there. I was able to test it by plugging it into my computer and going to that website that you can test with a USB cable, and everything seemed to work. It seemed to hold a charge and all that. So got $32.95 for it. It's a Urban Camo controller. Pretty nice for PS4. I think I have 15 into the whole box. I have some Xbox controllers in there and a whole bunch of other crap. This is a clipboard we paid $1.79 for. It's a nurse's clipboard, and it's made to fold in half. So that's opened, that's closed, and that's closed. And there's some stuff on there, pain charts and all that stuff. I've sold 2 of these. One came back because she thought it had a pocket in it to hold papers, and it doesn't. So she sent it back, but she packed it so well that I was able to still sell it as new. Because this is a Ziploc, you can see it's a Ziploc. And she opened it, put it right back in the bag, and packed it better than I did and sent it back to me. She got her money back, and I got my money for it. So we have $1.79 into them. I sold 2 of these. That's all they had there. I wish they had a ton more because that sold quick. Okay, if you guys remember my flea market video from Andover, Ohio, this was, geez, a couple months ago. I bought this for $5 at that flea market. I believe it was $5. The guy didn't want to negotiate at all. I tried, but anyway, we sold it for $29.95, and it's going to Hawaii. Hawaii, pretty cool. Okay, so somebody bought 2 sets of these. So this is Twinings Chai Spice Apple. I believe it's a discontinued flavor. Still not a whole lot of money into it, but they bought 2 sets of 2. So I sent them 4 boxes. I had 1 extra box, so I threw it in there and put a nice little "this one's on us" sticker on it. So they got 5 for the price of 4. So hopefully they enjoy it, and they're finally out of my house. I had them for quite a long time. The product review wasn't very good on that, but I did sell it. I did sell 4 sets of them, so it must have been okay. Okay, so this was a Walmart. Was it Walmart? I think it's Walmart. Retail arbitrage. I bought these for $3. I had 9, 10, 11 of them. I would have sold them on Amazon, but the pictures didn't match up. They go for like $24.95 or so on Amazon, but the picture on Amazon, this little handle part here, that little arrow symbol, was pink, and the cord here was pink, and I didn't want people to be confused. I took a picture of it open, I took a picture of it closed, and I've sold 2 of them. And I've gotten good reviews on at least 1 of them. So I just sent one out, I think, yesterday. So just little umbrellas. Paid $3 for them on clearance at Walmart about a month ago. Skechers Shape Ups. Everybody knows about these. Found these for $10 at a yard sale. I don't like paying $10 for shoes, but as you can see, they were brand new. I don't even know if they were ever tried on. They were definitely never walked in. You can see. I've sold several pairs of Skechers Shape Ups this year. The men's do better, especially if they're brand new. The men's black ones tend to do really good, the work ones. But these women's ones, if you can find them new in box like I did, it even has the original DVD and the extra pair of shoelaces with it. If you can find that, they do really well. So $60 plus shipping from a $10 investment. I'll do that all day long. And the shipping was actually 8 something because it went closer. This was 63 cents at Goodwill. I bought a bunch of union related books at Goodwill that day. None of them had barcodes. I didn't look any of them up. I just know that this stuff is really well. This one's from 1955. There's several books. 1965 is the next one, which says 3 decades of militant unionism, and I think every 10 years or so they did it again. So but anyway, this book was 63 cents, 50 cents originally, but 63 cents for me. I swore I had more pictures of that, but anyway, it sold for $39.95. It took about 2 months to sell, but it did sell. And it was in extremely good shape. I know I took more pictures of that, so I wonder if eBay is losing pictures again. I don't know. This is Baxter's of California. Clay mask, normal oily treatment, 4 ounce, 120 milliliter, full size, new in box. I don't know what all that says, but it's there. That's what it looks like. Clay mask. Probably got $1.50 into them. Selling them for $9.99. It looks like if you buy more than one, you get them for $8.99. And most people buy more than one. I've sold 4 of them. So both times I've sold them so far, people have bought 2s. So they're getting a good deal. I'm making a couple of dollars. 2 of them will ship first class in a small box. So got these at the pallet store, the return salvage store that we go to. Really nice pair of shoes that I don't remember where I got or how much I paid for them. Probably from the Goodwill. I've had them for a very long time. They've been listed for a very long time. These are Nunbush core men's black shoes. I'm gonna guess $3.99 from the Goodwill because that's what our shoes usually are, and that's usually what I pay. But these were fantastic shoes. You can see even they had been worn, but very, very little. I always, if there is wear on them, I like to make sure that they can tell. And obviously, you can tell that these have been worn, but they overall, I think they were probably worn once or twice, and that was it. You can see that they're in beautiful condition. So from $3.99, there's the 13 mediums. For $3.99, we made $34.95, and they cost about $8 to ship, I want to say. Not bad. All right. Wouldn't believe it if I told you, but these came from Horse Cave, Kentucky. Talk about the Amish store in Horse Cave, Kentucky every once in a while, and this is one of the things we got there that day. We paid $2 a piece for these. Somebody bought 4 of them the other day. We did lower the price just the other day, but prior to that they were $22, I believe, $21.95, I think, and somebody bought 4 at that price, and then we've sold one since after lowering the price. These commonly go for $20. This is a discontinued color of CoverGirl Perfect Blend eye pencil. She has 29 available, but I believe we actually have 42 of these. So if this is your color, let us know and hit us up on the store here. CoverGirl. What color is that? 135 Cobalt Blue. $2 a piece into $20 a piece. That's not bad. And they're less than an ounce when you ship them. Okay, so if you don't know about Jack Chick tracts, well, here's one for you. I'm sure you're familiar with these. These are still being produced and distributed. We used to find these in phone booths all the time and in just various sundry places, but this one was actually one of the older ones. This one's from 1972. I'm not sure if it was dated, but I did figure it out by looking up some information on this thing. But these are Christian tracts. There it is, 1972 by Jack T. Chick, printed in USA. They're very collectible and still popular with people. I don't know what people are using them for nowadays, but back then they were used to spread the word of God, apparently, in a weird, crazy way. So this one is Bewitched. This is one of the better ones if you find it. It did take quite a long time to sell. They tend to sell closer to Halloween for some reason. I don't know if people are using them for that, but there is actually an older version of this one, and it does go for a little bit more, I believe. But this one went for $30. I bought it in with a lot of other stuff, but I probably have a quarter into it, if that. Here is one more of our... wow, it says 0 available. I know we have some available, so I have to go check it out. These are, I think we're not making a lot of money on these. We're maybe doubling our money. We probably got $1.50 into each one of these. But after you sell them in 2-packs like this, they're just over £1. So we're making maybe $5 per set sold. But we've sold 7 of them, so that's not bad. We sell them for $20. They're herbal essences, set me up gels, lily of the valley. Not a bad deal there. I'm gated on herbal essence on Amazon, I believe, and that's why they're here. And last but certainly not least, one of our favorite products to sell, and we've sold more than 7 of these. This is the second time we listed it. I don't remember how many we sold the first time. These are Crest Sensi Stop Strips. These are definitely expired or past their quote-unquote best buy date, but they are still a very hot commodity and people love them. So we paid 50 cents a piece for these, and we sell them for $14.95. These were got at the little salvage grocery store that we did in a video a while back. We sell at least 3 or 4. We've been selling at least 3 a week for the last couple of weeks, and on this go round, we've sold 7 at $14.95. Sometimes people do buy multiples. I do have volume pricing on them. Now I don't necessarily recommend selling expired or past their best buy date items, but when it's a discontinued item like this that really doesn't, it's just a sensitivity strip, there's nothing that really can go bad in them, then it's okay. So if you see these, they're worth about 15 bucks. Not bad. So I believe that's it. There's other things that we sold. As you can see, I didn't put this on. This is from that discounts, that salvage grocery store as well. We've sold a lot of this stuff, this kind of stuff. Brit Style, Graham Webb. So there's other things that we've sold that didn't make the list today. Oh, here's one. Here's one that I should have made the list. Sony sells, right? This is an old pair of headphones, noise canceling headphones. It took quite a while to sell, but I did get the full $54.95 out of them. They're older. I don't know what year. I can't remember, but I paid $2 for them at a yard sale or the flea market. So wasn't a bad deal right there. Look at that. So nice graphics on that box too, huh? I think they're from the early 2000s or something. There should be a date on them, but I don't remember what it was. 2004. Yep, I was right. 2004 MDR NC6s. So anyway, that's what we've been up to. That's what we've been selling, at least a little portion of it. There's been a lot more than that. I didn't show everything today because this video would be very long, but I just wanted to give you an idea what sells on eBay, what we've been selling on eBay. Still selling the discontinued stuff, still selling just about one of everything that we can find. So if you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video if you think it'll help somebody else, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell notification so you know when I'm going to do this again. Thanks for watching.